Hello, guys, and welcome to the Mental Wellness channel. If you're new here, please do me a favor and subscribe, like, and share this video widely. Today, I'm going to be talking about suicidal ideations. And what that means simply is that you fantasize or you think a lot about suicide. In the past week, I know of two people who succumbed to suicide, and these people were in their 20s. It's a very sad and painful thing. By the time that you're taking your own life, you must be in so much pain. You must be in agonizing pain because committing suicide is not an easy thing. It takes courage. And I'm not glamorizing people who kill themselves. I'm not glamorizing that at all. All I'm saying is that when someone gets to that point, they must be in so much pain that is their only answer or their only relief. I've had 3 times that I attempted to commit suicide. The first time, I had just come out of rehab and I had relapsed. And so I found a bunch of pills, antipsychotics to be specific, that I had been given from the rehab. And I was very drunk that night and I decided to just swallow all of them. What I remember is just taking the pills and thinking, I just want to sleep. I want to sleep forever. And the next thing I remember is waking up in a hospital bed, tied down and not able to move, with tubes and everything coming out of me. I didn't understand how I got there. I didn't understand if this was a dream, a bad nightmare. I was not lucid at all. It took me a few days to realize what had happened, that I had tried to take my own life and my family found me, and I guess I was taken to hospital. It's a very painful memory that we have as a family, so I won't go much into it. The second time, I attempted suicide when I was drunk again. That's the only time that I had the courage to really take my own life. I had left home in a bad way and I went to crash at my cousin's for a while. And while I was there, I did the same thing. I just drank and drank and drank because I could not leave alcohol alone. Alcohol had me. It had me. It had me for real. So, with guilt and shame, one day when she wasn't there, I found those same antipsychotic medications that I'd been given from that rehab in one of my suitcases, and I decided to take them. But they weren't many and they weren't enough. So all that ended up happening is that I got paralyzed. I could not move, and it got to a point that my breathing was disturbed because my lungs and everything started shutting down or slowing down. And what I'm about to say, if you are spiritual, if you believe in God, what I'm about to say is just mind-boggling. So I was there on the bed and I could not move. And suddenly I was removed from my body, my spirit. And I was just hovering over my body and looking down at myself. And it was God that was with me. Next thing I know, he took me down to a place I'd never been before and I would never like to go back to. It was hell. The thing about hell is that it's not physical pain. it's psychological pain. It's the worst thing that you can ever think of. And it just keeps rolling over and over and over and over in your mind. And you can't breathe at the same time. So you're suffocating with the worst thing that you can possibly think of. And when you think it's over, it starts all over again. And there were degrees of darkness. Everybody and every soul was in its own compartment. And I looked at God and I said, "Is this where I'm coming?" And he looked at me and he said, "Yep." I said, I don't want to come here. I don't want to come here. Please, God, save me, save me. And just like that, I was back in my body. It took me a couple of days to recover. By the end of the day, I could move my arms. And the minute I could walk, I went and looked for a drink because I'm an alcoholic and that's what I did. I needed a drink to think about what just happened. After that, my third attempt was, I wouldn't say attempt, but definitely ideology. My suicidal ideology was at 99%. And that was quite recently. But I remember feeling that I need to reach out, that I need to tell somebody about what I'm thinking about doing, because I had a plan and I'd written it. I'd written it in my diary and I said, today it's over. If you don't take away this depression from me, Lord, I'm out. I'm done. I'm tired, And I suffer from bipolar type 2 disorder. So the medication I had been taking previously had stopped working. And now I was completely out of my mind. I hadn't slept in 8 days. I had a hypermanic episode. So I could work a lot. Yes, I got a lot of work done. But at the same time, my mind was racing. I had racing thoughts. My anxiety was through the roof. My anxiety actually became physical in the sense that I would have panic attacks and I could feel my heart like palpitating. It was horrible. It was horrible. And then my chest would close up and I couldn't breathe. And on top of this, I was also depressed. Depressed because I don't understand what's going on. Depressed because I've been doing everything right and yet I'm in this dump that I can't get out of. And I was tired. I was tired of seeing doctors. I was tired of getting new medication. I was tired of the fight against bipolar type 2. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to end it. I'm tired. I can't do this anymore. And it had nothing to do with my external life. I have a boyfriend who's great. I'm in my last semester of school and I'm doing well in my classes so far. I have so much to live for. I have friends, I have family who love me. But you see, that's the thing. That's the thing about depression and suicide and suicidal ideations. Everything can look good on the outside, but you're just so tired inside. You're in agonizing pain and you just don't know how to explain it. Some people may say, you know what, just shake it off. Just shake it off and get back into life. You don't have time to feel this way. Feelings are just feelings. Feelings are not just feelings. Feelings can lead you to end your life. And that's how I was feeling. So I told someone in the family about it and they took away my medication. Until now, I'm not dispensing my medication by myself. And I don't trust myself to. Because one day I could be feeling great and the next I could just be in a horrible place. And decide to make a temporary choice out of, something that can be sorted out. So I urge you, please reach out to someone. That is the best way to prevent suicide. All these thoughts that you have up here, all these plans that you're making, you even get excited about how you're going to do it because you found a way out. Share that with someone. Tell someone what you're going through, and it will help. It will help. Help will come through. Help will come through, because suicide it goes against what life is. And life is hard. It is really, really, really hard, especially if you're suffering from a mental disorder or substance abuse, or you're in recovery and now the feelings of being numb are gone and you can't use your drug of choice anymore. Life is hard. Life is really hard. But talk to someone. Talk to someone. Talk to a doctor, a counselor, someone who can get you help. Get on medication. And just allow it to do what it needs to do for you. And be patient. Be kind to yourself. So that has been my story on suicidal ideations. I want to thank you so much for watching this, and please subscribe, like, and share widely. Thank you.